Okay, so now you have a handle on the intents that are possible inside Dialogflow. But what if you wanted to detect something that you thought your audience might say, but it's not included in that list, and maybe not included in any list? For example, what if you wanted to detect when somebody, unprompted maybe, wanted to ask you about fish and pet fish? Like that would be pretty cool, right? That's not in the set of small talk intents that come with Dialogflow. So let's make it.
Back in Dialogflow, here are all of the intents that we loaded in last time. There are actually 5 pages of these. We want to make a new one with the Create Intent button at the top. We're going to call this one animal.fish. And we need to give some examples to the engine here about what people might say when they mean animal.fish. So I like fish. What do you know about fish? I have an aquarium. All of those things are things I might say. And the action, I'm going to make that the same as animal.fish. So we have the animal.fish action. Let's give it one more thing. Fish are great. And then hit save, and it's actually going to add this to its knowledge model. This takes a little bit of time. The agent is being updated. Its natural language model is being updated. So after a little bit, the agent training is complete, and I can go up to the upper right corner here and say, what about fish? Now that's not one of the things that I wrote over on the other side, yet it still recognizes it as animal.fish as our intent and our action. Okay, so we're going to use that action over in Dexter. Let's switch over to Dexter. And down here, we're going to scroll down and add some code in. We want to add it down near the bottom where we catch anything that a human might say that we weren't expecting. So that's in this catch-all at the bottom. And look for this line right here. We're going to be above the result fulfillment speech line. So we created a line here, and I'm going to say if $ curly brace, result action, curly brace, equals equals, animal.fish, then, which is equal and caret, then go to the trigger. We're going to route the user to a new trigger. I'm going to route using our curly brace @ sign to fish trigger and close the curly brace here. And up here, I'm going to make that trigger, and we'll call it fish trigger so it matches. Plus space fish trigger, and we'll just say, okay, fish are cool too. That'll be the answer. If somebody mentions fish, they always get that answer. All right, so let's give it a shot. I prefer fish. Okay, fish are cool too. So it worked again with something that we hadn't even trained it on exactly. I can say, let's talk about fish. You get the same answer, of course. And then if I type, do you have an aquarium? See if that gets translated correctly. No, the bot has no idea what I'm talking about, but I can actually fix that by training the natural language processor to get it right next time. So back in Dialogflow, there's a training link on the side here. So click that and then pick the latest line at the top. Click that and you'll see these are the responses that I've been giving to the bot lately, including do you have an aquarium? You can see it didn't get the intent, it didn't know what to assign it to. So I'm going to tell it to assign it to animal fish in the future and click approve, and the agent will get retrained. And so I'm going to switch back to Dexter and give it the same question again. Do you have an aquarium? Let's go think about it. And okay, fish are great. Fish are cool too. So it answered correctly. Notice though, I actually mistyped this. It said, "Do YUO have an aquarium?" and it still worked. That's pretty cool.
I hope that gives you a sense of what natural language processing can do. Obviously, there's a whole range of things that can happen with that, but this is really the basics of getting people to the right part of the bot, even if they say things that you didn't quite expect. We try to do that at Quartz with our bots, and it helps a whole lot for the user experience. Next time, we're going to talk a little bit about how to just make a bot really well written.